Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Bricks, Blazin Takes. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. I appreciate that. So without further ado,
yes, sir.
Let's get right into it.
Let's go ahead and get right into it, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. I'm Rick Blaze. This is Blazin Takes. We're going to get right into it. Big time games. We're in week number 2. A lot of things I want to talk about, so of course. Thanks, Carl. Let's talk about it. All right, quick. 3 things I want to get into. 1, I'm noticing something about all of the winning teams so far, and I like it. I'm noticing something about all of the winning teams so far, and I like it. All the teams that are getting wins so far, I know it's early. On the court, you can see a pecking order, and I like that. I know who the rebounder is. I clearly know who the shooter is. Hell, in a lot of cases, I know who your number 1 option is. I like that because that means we've had conversations. Everybody knows their role, and we can go out here and do our thing as a team. I like that. The teams who are struggling, still figuring those things out. Like I said in the scrimmages, that's why the scrimmages were important. Because if some people are figuring out what to do on where to put the players in play. Other teams will already had it together. They're just running their system already. Right? They were already running their system. They wasn't trying to team. They was maybe figuring out small things like, okay, my lineup situation or how to stagger the minutes. But their offense, their game plan, their philosophy was already in place. I like that. For my teams who are struggling, right? And just because let me be clear, just because you lost doesn't mean you're struggling, and just because you're won doesn't mean you are not struggling. Let's make that clear. Just because you lost doesn't mean you're a struggling team. You could have had a great game plan. Maybe the team just outplayed you that day, or maybe your player who came up short that day, right? Or maybe they players just went Superman, right? And just because you won doesn't mean you have it all figured out. I challenge the coaches and I challenge the players to continue to hone in on their roles. Hey, coach, what can I do to be better? Hey, coach, I don't like the way this game ended. What can we do? Right? And then have that conversation between coaches and players to see how we can better improve our situation. That's how you get better. 1 loss is not the end of the world. 1 win is not the championship, right? So I'm going to repeat it again. Like I said the other show, relax. All right. The second thing, speaking of teams and players, can I talk about something real quick? People like to say, I don't like to toot my horn, but I kind of like to toot my horn a little bit. I'm not going to lie. When I tell you a player is who the player is, man, believe me, bro. If I say a duck can pull a truck, hook them up. Y'all better stop. I'm not going back and forth about what I say. You know what it is. You see the results on the court. I told y'all. I've been telling y'all since last year. I'm going to give 1 example. Just 1. I can give a myriad of examples. I had a coach inbox me yesterday. Hey, Blaze, you need to go light everybody up. Tell them everybody all those things you said, you hit on all of them. I know. But I'm going to give 1 quick example from last season. I told y'all last year. I think this Kohler guy got something. I'm talking about Abdul Rauf. Yeah, he was raw. Couldn't really shoot. His shooting percentages for the season was maybe like 30-something% from 3-point line. Abysmal, maybe 20% or something like that. But I was like, man, he. So let's break down really quick. I'll tell you the Africa team before the season started. They're gonna be the top international team. Nah, man, I got whoop. All right, okay. All right. Told you they was too physical. I told you they got shooting now. I told you I like the way that the components of their teams together now. I told you this. Let's go back to Kohler for a second. First game. Kohler is a point guard. He did what point guards do. He dropped so far the highest assist in SimWorld at the time. He's 7. Boom. All right, cool. Then he backdoored the next day and dropped the most points so far in SimWorld this season. 33. He showed you the complete bag. Hey, I'm going to drop these dimes because my team needed me to drop dimes. Then I'm on backdoor, and I'm going to put up these points. Great team effort, great team scheme for that to happen. Shout out Coach Davis again. But I just want to say, I told y'all last year about the young man. Then he hit 2 3-pointers. Now that I didn't look. If he came back with a jump shot, y'all in trouble. 6'5", 100, whatever, 90, almost 200 pounds. If he came back with a jump shot, you might as well look at your top 20 list is for players this season. Put him somewhere in there. If he came back with a decent jumper, all right. So when I say it is now, can I be wrong? Yes, I can be wrong. Of course, I can be wrong. But man, not often. All right. The last thing I want to talk about before we get out of here. This is something I don't normally do. I probably won't do it again, but I just feel like I just want to address it one time. I want to break the fourth wall just for a second. I want you guys, this is for players, coaches, media, fans, everybody in the sim world. I want you guys to really understand how immersive and how huge, how detailed, and how unlike anything else on the planet this is. I need you to wrap your head around that, because I want everybody to come into the sim world, and I want everybody to have enjoy themselves, enjoy their experience. But here's what I need you to do. The first thing you need to do is stop looking at this as a 2K situation. Cut it out. If you come into this using 2K video game strategies, my friends, you're going to be severely disappointed. This is not a situation where you just take 2K, slap my name on it, and here you go. No. Not at all. I wouldn't be a part of something so rudimentary. This is a lot of resources, a lot of time, and to be honest with you, a lot of geniuses behind the scenes making this happen. The algorithm that goes into what we do and how we do it is so vast. Let me just put it this way. The way we run our engine, our product, is more detailed and requires more I don't know all the technical terms. Requires more stuff, I'll just say, than the actual 2K game itself. Let me say it again. Our version of what we do, the amount of detail, the amount of resources, the amount of work, the amount of computer stuff, technical, I don't know all technical names, so apologize. The amount of information, X's and O's that goes into making this, what it is more than the original version. So please, the quicker you get out of this 2K league mode, the better your experience will be. This is much deeper. It's deeper than that. See the game, be the game. I'll let y'all tomorrow.